Hello everyone. Today I am in my car to do a product review, and that would be a tray. So that when you are trying to do your mobile mukbangs on the go, you don't have to carry a book, you don't have to set the food in your lap. You just have this handy dandy little tray that hooks on your steering wheel and you are covered. So let's see, it just fits right around the bottom. Oh, yeah, sorry, I'm shaking the camera. I'm getting a little carried away here. Let's see if I can get my diet soda on here. Oh, diet soda, check. And I am doing keto, so I am eating a deluxe bacon burger with no bun. They did get a little carried away on the sauce, the special sauce. I think it's a mixture of mustard, mayonnaise, I don't know, maybe pickles. And that is kind of going everywhere. So I'm going to set my fork and my napkin down. And I don't know, I don't do mukbangs. Is it mukbangs? I am not planning on doing mukbangs. I actually just wanted to review the tray, and I have to tell you, it feels really weird having a tray in your car. I can't, I don't know. I guess, you know, I'm like looking around to see if anyone's seeing me. It's actually making me a little uncomfortable. But, you know, I've been called white trash before, so I guess what's the worst that could happen, right? So I don't know if I can... Oh, more sauce on my hand. This is my burger in a little container with way too much sauce. Nobody needs that much sauce. I mean, I appreciate the thought. So that, okay, now I got to clean up my hands again. This is a lot hard. I don't know how people do these in their car. I mean, I feel like the space is okay, but it's just a little strange. However, haha, I knew it. Every place I stop throughout the day, if they have napkins, I grab some. I do not like having dirty hands, so I might, hopefully that's not just me. So I don't know what people are supposed to do in these videos. Like I said, tray is still holding up good. I've got a soda on it. I've got what's basically a hamburger salad sitting on it with my fork. So we're doing good there. Tray's holding up. I like the little slot for my drink. I'm not sure what people generally talk about, so maybe we'll just see what comes to mind here. Also, I guess I could have taken off my jacket before I eat dinner, but I'm planning on working out afterwards, so I have to run in the house and change really quickly. So it looks like they cut up the ham. No, that's not gonna. Yeah, we're gonna see how messy this actually is. So one of the things I have been thinking a lot about is there are channels that I have watched where they do mukbangs, and some of the viewers are upset because the people on some of the channels, the people are obese. I was going to say overweight, but I guess you would, I believe the medical term is obese. And they want to send in petitions or email YouTube or things of that nature to have the channels shut down. So I'm going to take a bite real quick. I don't know that I necessarily agree with that. In fact, I don't agree with that because censorship is a slippery slope. That's my first point. I get the argument that some people are making, which is they feel that these people are committing suicide on camera, albeit in a slower way. You can make that argument. You could also make the argument that this is an addiction. Food is an addiction, and that is why I am doing keto. I am addicted to sugar. No joke. Marijuana, no thank you. Cocaine, meh. Meth, yeah, I'll pass. Chocolate, Russell Stover chocolate, I'm in. You know, I use sugar in an inappropriate way when I'm under stress, when I'm feeling sad. When I'm, you know, upset, when I'm frustrated, when I'm angry. Oh, you know, donuts. Sure, I'll eat 6 donuts right now because I'm stressed out. Sure, I'll eat a quart of ice cream for dinner because I had a rough day at work. So to me, it's no different than having an addiction to something else. I know that may sound a little silly, but for me, that is actually my drug of choice. And with the people who are on YouTube and who are overweight and who are doing these mukbangs, I think they have a serious food addiction. And the reason I don't want them to get censored, the reason I don't want their channels taken down is I'm hoping that they will listen to advice from other people about getting therapeutic help. You need to get help to deal, with an addiction, with a food addiction. You need to get professional help. I don't believe you get to a weight like that, well over 300 pounds, well over 400 pounds. I don't believe you get to a weight like that for no reason. I would argue that there is some trauma in these YouTubers' lives, that they are using food as their coping mechanism. It's no different than smoking. It's no different than drinking alcohol. It's no different than using drugs. Again, food is their drug of choice. And I'm hoping that they will listen to the advice on people on their channels who are actually very supportive of them and want them to get into therapy. Because there are ways to cope without using food as a coping mechanism. So anyway, I am hopeful that these people will talk to their doctors, or in one case, make an appointment with a doctor, and the doctor will recommend psychiatric treatment. And whether or not they have to go into a clinic or things of that nature, I think, depending on how hard they're willing to work, I actually think it can be done outpatient. However, that is up to them to decide. The other thing is, unless something is seriously wrong that is on somebody's channel, and that would have to be child abuse, that would have to be animal abuse, I mean, all the obvious things, I would not want to call for a boycott, a ban, have someone's channel taken down, because in the cases that I'm thinking of, this is what is bringing their income in. This is how the people make money. Whether or not we agree with how people make their money is another issue, but this is their livelihood. So unless they were doing something I felt was seriously ethically wrong, I just can't see getting a channel banned because someone who is overweight is eating things that they shouldn't be eating, or they're binge eating, or things of that nature, even though it's bad for them. They know it's bad for them. That doesn't need to be pointed out. It's a coping mechanism mixed with an addiction, and until they get some psychiatric help, I don't think they're going to be able to stop the behavior. I do have to say, this burger is very good. Lots of lettuce, lots of sauce, but this burger is very good. Back to the product review. You do need to be careful when moving your arms, because I keep bumping my tray with my left hand, and one of these points I might actually knock the darn thing over. Well, that was interesting. I just had a little technical difficulty there, which I will edit out. And I managed to knock my phone over by the force of just looking at it wrong. So perhaps I have telekinesis. That could be a thing. And I noticed it's upside down, so now I don't know if I'm recording right side up or upside down. Oh boy, I'm in trouble. The other thing I do think for one of the hardest things for people who have a weight problem, I've been various weights throughout my life, is your partner needs to be supportive. And, or I guess if they're not going to be, you need to find a support group. It is hard to do. It's easy to start a diet. Anyone can start a diet. We can all start a diet. It is hard to go the distance. You need support if you're going to do any kind of change your eating habits. People who can distract you, people who can talk you out of having a binge, things of that nature. But I would like to say the tray is still holding up very well. It's jiggling, it's moving around a little bit, but otherwise it's holding up very well. I'm very impressed with this tray. I believe I bought it for $6. So that wasn't a bad little investment there. So what are your thoughts on, excuse me, get in the car to start filming, come home from work, suddenly have all kinds of interesting noises coming out? Good Lord, you think, I mean, you'd think when I go home, I just roll myself into the barn, right? And shut the stall door. So what do you guys think about YouTubers who do mukbangs who are obese? Do you have opinions on that? Do you think people should petition to take their channels down? Do you think that those YouTubers should be censored to that degree? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And I have to say, I am very impressed with this little car tray that fits on your steering wheel. The camera's moving because I'm actually pushing down on the tray and it still hasn't come off the steering wheel. So if you are a YouTuber who is looking to step up their game with your mukbangs and take it to a whole new level in the car, I would definitely recommend this product. And that's all I got. I am going to eat the last bite of this burger. It is very delicious. I just feel very awkward doing this on camera, and I will see you next time.